and welcome to this episode of Cosmic Crow Tarot, where today I thought the Deviant Moon Tarot could share some guidance and advice with us. We can all use that kind of information every once in a while, very general, connecting to us, or maybe not even connecting to us. If you're looking for insight, this reading right here might be exactly what you're looking for. So we're going to shuffle the cards, as I always do, just like this, simple, allows us to kind of like get into the zone, get into that meditation feeling, because we're just kind of putting the cards back and forth into those little piles that we do to cut the deck. So as always, I want to begin this by thanking them. Thanking the universe, thanking our guides, thanking Spirit, God, however you choose to see it, for giving me this voice to share with all of you. And I always want to go thank you, 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 thank you. Because there is a lot of power in the gratitude of thank you, and there's a lot of power in the number 9 too, because that connects all of the energy of all the other numbers before back to it. So that's why I do it that way. And it gives us, like I said, the time to just really sit and think about what we want to ask, what we're looking for. We're going to do that spread that I always really enjoy doing, the one that's very, very general, but gives us a lot of insight, inspiration, and guidance, which is exactly what I like to use the cards for. So all we're going to do first is we get these cards nice and split up. There we have our 3, so we've split the deck. Going to put them all back nice in little piles, because when I do it this way, they're kind of messy. And set them on top of each other, and there we have a fully shuffled deck. So anybody that says you have to shuffle it and fan it and bridge it and all that, don't listen. You can do it this way too, I promise. First position, like I said, we're just going to see where we are presently in our lives. So we're just going to draw a card after we spread them out. And this is the one that's like, hey, and you can see it right there, that one and that one really, but that's the one that was calling to me. So this is our present situation, our energy right now. Ooh, and it says we might be down on our luck, feeling financially unsuccessful instead of financially successful. And with everything the way that it's costing anymore, this might definitely be the way that many of us are feeling. I can say that I can. I'm always feeling this way. And when we think of it this way, like we're focusing on that negativity. Like this is a rather negative card. It's one of the more negative ones on the minor arcana because we're worried. We're letting that fear in. Even if we're not that financially unsuccessful, we're not doing that badly, we worry that it's going to happen. We're worrying where that next bill might come out of our accounts or something like that. And we're worried if we have enough to pay it. We're paying, what is the saying? You're paying Peter with, John or something like that, taking money from one place to put it somewhere else and like never getting ahead. So this card very much relates to that, just feeling down on our luck, not successful enough, worrying about where that next dollar might come. Now the silver lining of this card, one of them, because there is a very positive side of this card, you can see it right there with the eye. He or she, I don't know, weird little dude, because this is the Deviant Moon Tarot, weird little dude over here doesn't see this eye. They don't see the tree of life going up the side. They don't see that there's hope. There's other people that know how they feel. There's other people that have been in this situation that might be able to help them. So if they were to see this, they would feel like they weren't alone. And a lot of times when we feel that we're down on our luck, we feel alone. We don't know who to turn to. We don't know who to ask for assistance or help or advice or guidance or anything like that. And we just feel like we're alone. And being that alone feeling is what can drag us down as well. Now we're going to focus on this number. This number up here, that is the true power that the 5 of Pentacles actually possesses, because that's the 5. Now, like I said when I began, 9 is the number that contains the energy of all the numbers that have come before it. 5 is the number of the Hierophant of the Major Arcana, as well as the halfway point in the numerical sequence, because 1 through 10, that 5, that would definitely be the halfway point. So 5 shows that change and transformative energy that we possess, because up to this point, maybe it wasn't successful. Maybe things have happened that caused us to feel down on our luck. But 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, they all exist after 1, 2, 3, 4. So everything that we've learned, that is still with us, with this 5, and it gives us that ability to change our situations for the better. Yes, we might feel down on our luck, not know where to turn, not know what to do next. Be worried about that financial success, be worried about finances and money and everything like that in the present. But that future is ours to change. That future is ours to transform into that success, that wealth, whatever we want it to be. When we change those mindsets, feel grounded in our lives, feel comfortable in our skin, and know that we, even if it feels like we're alone, there's other people out there that have it worse than us. There's other people out there that have been where we are now. Maybe they're there too. And those are the people that can help us move forward. So change that mindset that we are alone. Change that feeling that we can't make our futures what we want them to be, because we absolutely can. By learning from the past, we can change our futures into what we want them to be. And know that you aren't alone. When you're down on your luck, when you feel like there's no place else to go, that's when you find the people that will have your back and help you change your life for the better and make your future what you want it to be. Shall we move to the future now and see what it might have in store? Now, I always say I cannot predict the future, nor do I believe anybody else can, but we can get an idea of what the future might hold. So we have that Five of Pentacles, we have that energy of not down on our luck now, but let's see what the future might have in store, what we have to look forward to, or to avoid, if it sucks. And this is the one that's calling me. It's kind of like right in the center there, and it's like, hey, me. But all these cards, like the backgrounds and everything, the back of this deck, that's one of the reasons I love the Deviant Moon Tarot so much, because it's simple, but it's not. It's just so classy and beautiful. So this is the card that's going to represent our future, and what is it? Ooh, positivity all around. Yes, 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 yes. Because that down in our luck Five of Pentacles, we change that mindset. We're thinking positive now, and it says absolutely, the sun will shine for us again. We will have that future we want as long as we focus on the positivity and joy we have, all the things we have to be grateful for. That's going to give us even more to be grateful for in the future. The sun is considered the most positive card of the tarot. It's definitely the most positive card of the major arcana, because the Nine of Cups there in the minor arcana will give it a run for its money or something like that. But definitely major arcana, that trumps everything. That's why they're called the trump cards. But the sun definitely in the future says this is possible to change. As long as we change that mindset, as long as we believe we can have happiness and positivity in our future, then we absolutely can have happiness and positivity in our future. That 19 up there, X1 and X Roman numerals, that combines the Magician with that Hermit. We go back to that energy of 9 that I began with. We begin learning from those experiences. We learn from those times that we were down on our luck. We learn from them, and we can change our lives to be more positive, happy. I just made up a word. Positivity, happiness, and all that's good can be ours when we believe that we are worthy of it. When we find that sun within us, when we find that joy, when we appreciate the light that is within us, and we share that light with the world, we can find success. We can dance to our own little drum beats, and we can just have this happiness and joy when we believe that we can. Yes, we started out negative here. We started out with feeling down in our luck, not knowing where to turn, but we've changed that mindset. And when we change that mindset, focus on all the good, all we have to be grateful for, all the things that bring us joy, then the universe, God, spirit, your guides, however you choose to see it, they're going to give us even more good to focus on. The sun appearing for the future says the sun will shine for us again. We will be able to make our lives what we want them to be. Happiness, joy, and positivity, and all good things can be ours when we change those mindsets and stop focusing on the negativity. Now this illustration, like the Rider-Waite-Smith, the illustration will show the child on the horse, with the flag behind him and everything, and just enjoying the garden that they're in and being carefree and enjoyable. This illustration, though, it's very Marseille style because it has the twins and everything there, but it shows, for one, you can say, down here with the eye, over here, saying that you're not alone and that soul family can have your back and help you change your situation. Perhaps that I belongs to this character now. This is this character. So they've actually come together and they've put their minds together to find joy and happiness for both of them moving forward, because they've both been in those negative situations before. And at the same time, appreciating who we are inside and out, looking back at that person in the mirror and loving the person looking back to us, loving ourselves inside and out, the good and the bad all coming together because we've learned from them. Maybe that's what this illustration is, and it's just that a beauty within us, the good, the bad, the masculine and feminine coming together so we can have that happiness and joy and feel, that the sun is shining for us, that we're living our days in the sun and all that good stuff, because positivity and happiness and joy can absolutely be our futures. As long as we believe we are worthy of it, leave that negativity behind and know that we have the power to change our lives to make every day feel like a day in the sun. And I went back to that Rider-Waite-Smith illustration with the child on the horse. So we have that embracing that inner child as well. Just, enjoying all that life has to offer, focusing on the good, focusing on what we have to be grateful for, not giving into the negativity, because we're all going to feel down on our luck some days. That's just how life is. And with everything being so freaking expensive anymore, we definitely can feel down on our luck. But changing that mindset, saying, I've got this, I've got that, I have this to be grateful for, I have these people to be grateful for, I have a roof over my head, I have money saved up, I have, food in my belly, and all that good stuff. Focusing on that stuff to be grateful for, that's going to lead us to even more positivity moving forward. So like I said when I pulled the future card, I don't predict the future, nor do I believe anybody can. But absolutely, when we change that mindset, know that we had the power to transform our lives, that we're going to feel and have those days in the sun. We're going to have that positivity and joy. We just need to believe that it is possible. And then our futures can be whatever we want them to be. Okay, one more card and then we'll get to the bottom of the deck, and one other thing, and it's the advice position. So how do we go from this 5 to this sun? How do we change our lives and find that day in the sun? Hopefully this card will be the one that tells us, because this is our advice. Go like that, and it's this one. This is the one that's calling me this time. So a little drum roll there and see what it says. Ooh, the Empress. Yes, again, yes, because the Empress is such a positive card. It's the card of creativity, creation itself, the mother of the tarot, the 3 of the major arcana. There she is telling us how we can achieve this sun. We create it. We take these ideas of ours. We take whatever we have, all those experiences we learned from the past, even like the 9 that we had here, that energy, that magician within us. That is how we're going to create it. That magician is stronger, more capable, because we've learned from those experiences of the past. So the Empress sitting here, you look at the behind her. You look at all that desolate land that she's left behind. She's on the game board now because she's playing her part in the puzzle. She's playing her own game. She's creating her future as she goes. And she is the one birthing all of those flowers that you see popping up. Because yes, she might have been down on her luck in her past, but she didn't let that hold her back. She knows that those experiences, when she has that confidence and she knows she's not alone, when she appreciates and has that gratitude for everything that she has, but then she knows that that future is it's hers to create. Whatever you want your future to be, you and you alone are the one with the ability to create it. Embrace that Empress within inside of you. Embrace that power within you to create the life that you truly love and enjoy. Because this is the 3. Like, I keep going back to that energy of 9, but 9 has so much potential and so much power, because that's triple that of that 3. We've created things in the past. Maybe they didn't work out, but there's no reason to believe that it's not going to work out moving forward. You have to believe it. You are the creator of your destiny. Whatever you want your future to be, believe you have the power to create it. Focus on the good. Focus on just being happy that you're alive, no matter where you are in your life. Being happy and positive that you are in the here and now will give you the power to create whatever you want moving forward. The Empress appearing as the advice position, that creativity and creation itself, says that whatever you want that future to be, if you want that day in the sun, if you want to be positive, full of joy, and have that happiness, then you have to create it. Like I said, she's the mother of the tarot, so she has that energy. She's there for everybody else. This could be about children. This could be because we talked about the child there in the sun. So, creating something with your children, having your children in mind for that, like working with them perhaps to create a better future for them. That might help you get to the day in the sun as well. It's whatever you want to do. It's whatever you want to create. This Empress says she's within you. She's inside of you, giving you that power and potential to create that day in the sun, that future that you truly want to create. Whatever you want to create, you absolutely have that power to do it. Just believe in yourself. Take your ideas, take what you've experienced in the past, apply it to the present, and create that future that you truly enjoy, the one that just fills you with happiness, positivity, and makes you feel like you're having that day in the sun. The 5 of Pentacles, that's astrologic, connected to the first decan of Taurus. Taurus is the fixed earth sign of the zodiac, so staying grounded, staying focused. If you want those pretty things in life, you want to feel successful and wealthy, then you're going to have to create it. The creation of the Empress, that relates to Venus. Venus is the planet that relates to Taurus. So we have that energy going back and forth here. When we feel grounded, we feel comfortable, we stay a little bit stubborn about what we want to achieve, a little bullheaded to not give up, then we're going to have that beauty. We're going to have that energy, letting love lead us in what we do and creating that life that we truly love and enjoy. So change those mindsets. Believe we are worthy of that day in the sun, and know that that day in the sun is ours to create. So beautiful, empowering, inspiring reading, which is exactly what I want to focus on in all my readings, is what we have so far. But now we're going to check out what the bottom of the deck might have in store. So let's see this. Ooh, the Seven of Wands, passion, fire, inner fire burning brightly. 7, that is the Chariot of the major arcana. So it says overcoming the obstacles that stand in our way. Definitely an obstacle with this 5. We have to change that mindset so that we can change our lives for the better and have that day in the sun. It says, like this illustration, she's walking through the passionate, like, buds, like, of potential and things like that. And she's overcoming the obstacles that stand in her way. Look how the Queen of Empress, the Empress looks back at her. So this Empress has been this character here, perhaps. She's been down on her luck. She's felt unsuccessful, and she's gotten herself out of it because she's created what she's wanted. She's learned from those experiences. She's overcome the obstacles that stood in her way, and she's gotten behind that wheel of her chariot and driven herself where she wants to be. Now, the sun in that future position, it reminds us, like, every day can be our day in the sun. Every day can be full of positivity and happiness when we take control, when we get behind that wheel and believe in ourselves. 7 of Wands, that is astrologically connected to the 3rd decan of Leo. So that fixed energy that we had here with Taurus continues there with the 7 of Wands, because, fixed fire, fixed earth, they're both fixed. They're both stubborn. They both know what they want and they're willing to go after it. And they're not afraid to shine. That's what Leo is all about, is that showman of the zodiac that isn't afraid to show the world what they're made of, isn't afraid to create that future that they want, and isn't afraid to live that day in the sun, because Leo energy is very connected to the sun card. Even the sun is astrologically connected to the sun. So whatever your sun sign might be, that is your power, your potential. You can use that sun or utilize that sun energy within you. You can utilize all the energy and within you, all the signs of your birth chart and your zodiac and all of that. That power is within you to free yourself and make you fight for what you want, make you passion, make your inner fire and your passion help you create that future that you want and live that day in the sun. So a lot of times this illustration shows the character on the hill and they've got their wand and all the other wands are against them. We don't have that here, though. There's no one fighting us. There's the obstacles that we've overcome in the past. There's the things that we're leaving behind, changing our lives for the better, transforming them into our days in the sun. We are the ones creating them. So fight for what we believe in. Let that passion lead us to what we want to be, and our futures can absolutely be whatever we want them to be. Okay, that is the actual reading, but one more thing I'm going to do for us, and it's simple. It's just dice. And so we're going to roll them and see what they have to share with us, and then I'll send you on your way to create your day in the sun. So rolling, there we go. Double 5s and a 6, so that's 10 and 16. 16 of the major arcana is the Tower, which is the most negative card of the entire tarot, but Tower situations can leave us feeling down on our luck. Tower situations give us the opportunity to change our lives, learn from those experiences, and make our lives exactly what we want them to be. We've got that full circle going on right now because that 5 we began with, there's 2 of them right here, showing that power that we have to change and transform our lives into whatever we want them to be. You have that 10, that is the number of the Wheel of Fortune, showing when we learn from those experiences, when we know that we have that power to change our lives for the better, then we can spin the wheel and actually take control of it, transform our lives into the ones that we truly want to live, the ones that feel like our day in the sun, the ones that we have the power to create. That's 6. That is the number of the Lovers of the major arcana and self-reflection. So reflecting on those pasts, reflecting on the times we've been down in our luck so we can learn from them is how we can change our lives for the better. So that 1 and 6, that combines to make that 7, because 16, Tower, letting that tower fall, letting that pain of the past go, letting that feeling of down on our luck, financially unsuccessful, disappear so that we can create something better. We can have those positivity days in the sun and all that good stuff. We're freeing ourselves from the past. We're overcoming those obstacles because we learned from them. And it shows the power that we have to get behind those wheels of our chariots. You know, magician and the lovers combining together because we love ourselves enough to know that our futures are whatever we want to begin, whatever we want to create. It's within our power to get behind the wheel, overcome the obstacles that stand in our way, and find and live those happiness, joy, and days in the sun. That is the message from my beloved Deviant Moon Tarot. You know, in my heart, there's no deck that I love more than this deck. It's crazy how much I love this deck and never ever get enough of it. That Deviant Moon Oracle cannot come out soon enough. I'm getting impatient about this because, man, it's the same characters and it's just going to be so cool. That's beside the point. Beautiful deck. If you want a reading with this deck, you know, a personal one, because it's awesome, then feel free to comment on this video, message me on either the socials, or book one directly on my website. I actually have an option on my website that's called the Deviant Moon Surprise, and it's literally every single Deviant Moon Patrick Valencia deck that I have in my collection all shares a reading. It's really cool. There's a video that I've done with that to show you what it's about. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can watch that if you want. But I'll end this just by saying you are enough. You know, you're not alone. When you feel down on your luck, you're not alone. You have to change that mindset to believe that you aren't alone, to dance to the beat of your own drum, to have that day in the sun. You have to believe that you're worthy of it because you are the one creating it. So fight for what you want. Let that passion lead you, you know, be a little bit stubborn to go after your dreams and know that your future is whatever you want it to be. When you let go of that past, when you change that mindset, love who you are, and, you know, take control of your life and drive yourself to where you want to be. As always, I want to thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again in the next one.